Yeah, you heard it. For the Aniofi fam, it is time we enter a world where treacherous battles and honor collide. And in the midst of this epic saga, there's one character who steals the spotlight with his tantalizing blend of darkness and beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to none other than the infamous descent of the legendary warrior Lucius Atrocious Castus, Askeladd, the Danish Viking leader of the band of mercenaries. Now hold on to your helmets because we are about to unravel the mystery surrounding this enigmatic figure. Is Askeladd a friend or a foe? That's the question that keeps us all on the edge of our seats. But fear not, my friends, for today we shall expose the complex layers that lie beneath Askeladd's rugged exterior. Hidden beneath that hardened facade is a glimmer of honor and loyalty, though reserved for only a chosen few. So gather your wits, my fellow adventurers, because we are about to embark on a thrilling exploration of Askeladd's character. Origin story. Askeladd's story is filled with excitement and gripping moments of bravery, revenge, and hope. He was the son of Lydia, a noblewoman from Wales who was enslaved by his Viking father Olaf. Askeladd didn't have a proper name and was called Askeladd, which means one covered in ashes. As a young child, he worked hard to take care of his sick mother. Lydia would tell him stories about their ancestors, King Artorius, who she believed would come back to save their people from suffering. Eventually, Lydia lost her mind and mistook Olaf for the heroic Artorius. Askeladd fought his father to protect her, but he was defeated. Surprisingly, Olaf recognized Askeladd as his own child and set him free from slavery. Askeladd hid his true intentions and pretended to get closer to his father for 2 years, all while planning his revenge. Eventually, he killed Olaf and made it look like one of his half-brothers was responsible. With the inheritance he gained from his father, Askeladd became a Danish captain and led a group of mercenaries. Despite being both a Viking and a Dane himself, he held a strong hatred towards them. He eagerly awaited Artorius' return or any signs of change in the world. After many years, Askeladd brought Lydia back to Wales, but sadly she passed away. However, Askeladd's journey continued, fueled by his complex past and a deep hope for a better future. Contrasting facets. Askeladd, a cunning and ruthless warrior feared by all and admired for his strategic brilliance. He commands a group of Danish mercenaries with a mixture of fear and admiration. But wait, there's more. Behind his tough exterior lies a man driven by tragedy and a burning desire for redemption. Thanks to his chaotic upbringing filled with slavery, loss, and betrayal, he's on a mission for justice and a better world. Talk about some heavy baggage. Surprisingly, beneath all the bloodshed, Askeladd occasionally shows glimpses of compassion and moral conflict. He's like a conflicted superhero, displaying empathy and mercy to those he deems worthy while committing merciless acts of violence. Intelligence and abilities. Master Swordsman. Believe it or not, he showcased his mad skills at the tender age of 11 when he had an epic showdown with his own dad, Olaf, to protect his dear mama. And get this, even in his middle-aged glory, he could take on a bunch of opponents at once, including the fancy royal guards of King Sweyn. Ranged weapons. Oh, now, not so fast. He had a secret talent for throwing hatchets and knives, but hey, they weren't his go-to weapons. They were more like his backup plan for when things got really dicey. Who needs a dagger in the boot when you can have a throwing hatchet, right? Leadership skills. Really, just Machiavelli, cause Askeladd was a master manipulator and political genius. He could turn a bunch of unruly pirates and raiders into a tight-knit crew who would follow him to the ends of the earth. And get this, he could even turn enemies into best buds. Thorfinn and Prince Canute all fell under his spell. Funny thing is, he killed the people most dear to both of them. Intelligence. He could look at a person's face and instantly figure them out. Maybe he had a secret career as a psychic before joining the Viking business. He claimed his wicked man-reading skills came from living among the scoundrels for 40 years. Guess that's one way to sharpen your people skills. Wisdom. When hosted by his uncle Gorm, Askeladd laughs at him, before imparting wisdom on a young man who tells him that he would sooner die than live without pride. To this, Askeladd assesses Gorm's character as a man who is a slave to money. Now, this is surface level, but Askeladd goes on to compare Gorm to his own slave that he bought with the gold that he is enslaved to, showing how everyone is simply a slave to something.
金の奴隷が無知持って金で買った奴隷に囚人面してやがんの。自覚がないだけなのさ。人間はみんな何かの奴隷だ。
Father-son dynamic. Askeladd and Thorfinn's relationship is a whirlwind of complexity and humor. Askeladd moves between manipulating and mentoring Thorfinn, making for a hilarious rollercoaster ride. He lets Thorfinn join his crew for his potential and honor, banking on his desire for fair duels without sneaky tricks. Thorfinn's fearlessness and skills make him a valuable yet disposable asset, as Askeladd remains unfazed by his failures but delighted by his successes. Classic tough love Viking style. Askeladd can be a jerk, taunting Thorfinn about his dad, knocking him down in duels, even as a kid, and throwing insults around. However, he also dispenses nuggets of wisdom between the jabs, advising Thorfinn to let go of revenge and broaden his perspective. Their connection is strange as Askeladd sees a reflection of himself in Thorfinn, bonded by daddy issues and a shared disdain for Viking life. In their climactic duel, Askeladd spills shocking revelations about killing his own father, providing unexpected death. After his death, Askeladd keeps coming back to haunt Thorfinn in his dreams, reminiscent of a Viking Yoda. Thorfinn begins to see him as a fatherly figure, dreaming about him and seeking guidance during difficult choices. Vikings can be really confusing, yet strangely endearing. Redemption and legacy. Askeladd's uproarious journey in Vinland Saga is all about redemption and the power of legacy. Initially driven by revenge, he undergoes significant personal growth. After he forms a peculiar bond with Thorfinn, Askeladd becomes a mentor, questioning his own motives and seeking a higher purpose. In a mind-blowing twist, he selflessly sacrifices himself to save Canute, solidifying his redemption and leaving a memorable legacy. His parting words push Thorfinn to embrace a peaceful yet badass warrior lifestyle. Askeladd's selfless act and sage advice inspire Thorfinn to pursue a thrilling new destiny. Askeladd's actions create ripples, impacting the lives of characters like Thorfinn, who embark on quests for meaning and resolution. This uproarious journey teaches us that even revenge-driven warriors can change their tune, offering a deep reminder about personal growth and leaving a lasting legacy. So raise your mead-filled horns and toast to Askeladd, the unforgettable warrior who showed us that even amidst treacherous battles and honor, redemption is possible. Skål to the Viking legend, whose legacy will live on in the chronicles of Vinland Saga. And hey, before we part ways, make sure to subscribe to Aniofi for more exhilarating tales and captivating character analysis that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. So stay tuned, my fellow adventurers, until our paths cross again. See you next time.
いつかお前に負ける日も来るだろう。当然のことだ。どんな強者もいずれは死ぬ。